Hello friends, welcome back. Today we'll see interfaces. By interfaces, Java allows us to fully utilize the one interface multiple methods aspect of polymorphism. Okay, so how do you declare an interface? By using interface keyword, we can fully abstract a class from its implementation. Using interface, we can specify what a class must do, but not how it does it. Interfaces are similar to classes but lack instance variables. Declaring variables are implicitly public and static, and you also have to initialize them. They cannot be changed by the implementing classes. They must also be initialized. Okay, and the methods are declared without any body. They are abstract methods. All the methods that are there in the interface are abstract methods. That's why using interfaces we can provide 100% abstraction. So this is the difference between abstract class and interfaces, friends. Abstract classes provide from 0 to 100% of interfaces. So it can have concrete methods as well as abstract methods. But interfaces will be having only and only abstract methods. And they're implicitly public. Any number of classes can implement any number of interfaces. So this is what is called as multiple inheritance. So the classes can implement any number of interfaces. Okay. Allow multiple inheritance through classes. It allows multiple inheritance through interfaces. To implement an interface, the class must create the complete set of methods defined by the interface. What are all the abstract methods that are there in the interface? The class must provide implementation for all the abstract methods in itself. Okay, during implementation, they must be declared as public because the abstract methods inside the interface are by implicit public. You should not change or you should not reduce the access or visibility of the modifiers. So you should definitely include public access modifier before the methods during implementation in the classes. Interfaces are designed to support dynamic method resolution at runtime. So the general form of interface is access interface name. And then it will be containing the abstract methods. Abstract methods will not be having the body. So after the parameter list, there will be semicolon. So please do not forget that. And then the type final variable 1 is equal to value. As I said, like there won't be any instance variables. There will be only final and static variables. And final variables, they should be initialized. So that's the reason variable name 1 is equal to value is given. Okay, so you can have n number of abstract methods and you can have n number of variables. When access modifier is not present, interfaces are available only to the members of the package in which it is declared. Okay, so if access modifier is not provided, but if declared public, if you are making an interface public, it can be used by any other code, okay, outside the package also. In such cases, this must be the only public interface declared in the file. Okay, so there should be only one public interface declared in the file and the file name should be the name of the interface. Okay, so please keep this in mind. And next is like this is an sample example of how an interface looks like. So an interface will be having the interface keyword, and then this is the callback is the name of the interface, and then it is having one abstract method, so void call, and then which is having some parameter int p and a semicolon. So this shows that it is an abstract method. Okay friends, so we'll see how multiple inheritance through interface can be possible. So this is the class and class name. Extends, so the class can extend one class. So extends in a class, this is optional. If it wants to, it can extend. And if a class wants to implement an interface, the implements keyword has to be used. So we are using an implements keyword and then followed by the number of interfaces. And if the class is implementing more than one interface, then the interfaces should be separated by a comma. So this is what is called as multiple inheritance, friends. So a class implementing more than one interface. Okay, so it is possible. And this is what is called as multiple inheritance. So we'll see, with all this knowledge, we'll try to put it in a program and see. So this is a Java program. In this program, you can see there is an interface A here. Inside the interface, there are two methods, meth1 and meth2. Implicitly, they are public friends, and there is another interface here, interface B. Inside this, there is only one method, which is meth3. Now, this class, my class, implements A comma B. This line is an example of how Java provides multiple inheritance, friends. So because it is implementing interface A and B, so a class can have two parents. Because it implements interface A and B, it has to give implementation to the abstract methods of interface A and B. So there are two methods in interface A and one method in B. So it has to provide implementation to all these methods. And see here, friends, before the implementation, I have put the access modifier public. As I told you, the methods in the interface are implicitly public. You cannot reduce their visibility inside the implementation in my class. So that's the reason why we have added public over here. Okay, if you are not adding public, it will throw you an error, friends. Okay, so not only these three methods, I also have one method, declared one method inside my class to show that my class is an independent class of itself. So it can have its own methods. It can have its own methods. So that's the reason why, to show that I have given class method over here. Okay, so and also remember, friends, for example, if interface A and interface B both are having same kind of methods. For example, here interface A is having meth1 and interface B is also having meth1. In that case, what my class should do? In that case, my class can have implementation for only one method, that is meth1. One implementation for meth1 will be enough. Okay, so it needn't have two methods which will be having same method name and signature. That is not possible. So it should be having implementation for one method, that will be enough. My class, all the methods from the interface A and B are implemented, and also my class is having its own method. Okay, so here in test, so there is a main method. Inside the main method, we have created the object of my class, and through the object we are actually accessing the methods meth1, meth2, meth3, and also class method of my class methods. Okay, right. So this is a program to demonstrate multiple inheritance through interfaces, friends. So I'll compile and execute and show it to you. So I'm compiling the program. I want to show you one very important thing over here for friends. Okay, so after compilation, .class files will be created, and so you can see that .class file for my class, .class file for intest, and for interfaces also .class files are created. So I can you can very clearly see them over here. Okay, so for both the interfaces, you can see A.class and B.class. Okay, fine. So I'll execute the program. So .class files will be created for the interfaces. Okay, friends, so the output is displayed over here. Implement meth1, meth2, meth3 and my class own method. Okay. So we'll take a quiz. Okay, so these are the interview questions, Viva questions and quiz questions. I want all of you to pause your videos and take the quiz. Thank you for watching.